He's back with a new book that gives you tips on selling yourself to employers. Here with more is career specialist Tom O'Neill. Welcome back to the show, Tom, and congratulations on the book. Tom and Gaynor O'Neill, and I assumed that was your wife, but no.
No, it's my mother, my lovely, lovely mother, Gaynor. Gaynor is actually New Zealand's longest-serving recruitment consultant.
That's amazing.
Yes, I've been involved in the industry following her for a number of, 20 plus years, and myself, so yes.
That's wonderful. So it's mother and son who wrote the book.
Right, yeah.
Now, there is already, as you know, dozens of these kinds of books selling yourself to employers, how to get a job. So what makes this one different to what's already on the shelf?
There's two main reasons, two main areas. Firstly, it's about selling you. A lot of career guides talk about what you should do here and what you should do there and how to write a CV, etc. But this is quite a different focus. It's about stopping and thinking, I'm a product. You know, I hate to say it like that, but that's how it is. I'm a product. How can I market and sell myself in the best way possible through my social networks, through CV, cover letter, interview, etc. You know, so that's the first key. It's a real sales focus based on my background in recruitment and human resource management. And the second is it's actually very innovative in that it's one of the few books in the world that, in fact, we don't, my publisher New Holland don't know of any others, that actually has downloadable tools. So you buy the book,
right?
You then see this is how you write a CV. You go, oh, okay, great. You go to the website in the book, put in the ISBN number, which is the number from the book, and then bang, you go through and you can download cover letters, cover letter template, CV template, tips on interviewing, all these sort of things. So it's not just buying a book, it's buying a whole suite of tools to be really effective in your job search.
And it's international, I understand. It's been all released overseas at the same time?
Yes, very excited. New Holland worked very, very hard to get the selling yourself to employers in New Zealand, Australia and the United Kingdom. So that's really exciting, and I understand it's also going to the German book fair where there's obviously opportunity to go further afield.
Oh, well, so have you, the way you've written it, have you tried to make it international in flavour, so not too much New Zealand lingo, etc.? It's
the principles of selling yourself to employers are across the board. My business, cv.co.nz, we do career management and CVs for people, and we've created CVs and things like that for people in more than 50 countries around the world. You know,
right.
So the whole principle of selling yourself is universal. Whether you're applying a job in Paris, whether you're applying a job in Vladivostok, or whether you're applying a job in Huntley, the whole principle of marketing yourself professionally is the same.
But I'm surprised by that, because I would think, you know, how some countries, like for example, in Japan and other Asian countries, the way they do business is very different to the way we do business.
Yes.
That relationship building is actually really huge there.
Oh, absolutely. The book Selling Yourself to Employers talks very strongly about relationship building and how to really, A, develop those relationships, and then B, how to leverage those relationships in a non-confrontational way, not like, give me a job, but in a way that develops a trusted brand within that group. Sorry.
No, but with just thinking about, you know, a typical New Zealander, it's so we're not good at selling ourselves, and we've got that whole tall poppy thing. We don't like people who come in and are a bit up themselves.
Yeah,
how can you sell yourself without sounding up yourself?
Yeah, sure. The problem is when people say, you know, I'm the best sales rep, you need me, I'm the best. You just sound like an absolute idiot, you know. But if you come in and you be quantitative and you sell yourself and say, look, I increased sales at my last organisation by 22%, I won an award for top sales for the company, and I also helped set up a new project to implement the new IT system, you're not being up yourself in any way, shape or form. All you're doing is just really passing on your achievements.
What if you're a bit shy and you're not good at boasting about yourself?
Yeah. It's again, that's where those achievements are really good, because you're not going out there going, look at me, look at me. You're just passing on, you're just passing on facts. And it's so important to really sell yourself. I mean, imagine if the world's best tennis player wrote their CV and put occupation tennis player, responsibilities, hit ball. It's crazy, you know. Just means I'm as good as the best tennis player in the world, which is not true. And so people need to, whether they're in customer services, whether they're in sales, whether they're in media, whatever, they need to think about what are ways that they can what are particular things they can talk about at the interview, at the in their CV, in their cover letter, etc., that really start to highlight them as a really top contender.
Now you've got a couple of like points here which I just want to just make sure we clarify. So mirror your application to what the employer is seeking. That's a really important thing, isn't it?
Absolutely. What we really suggest is an employer will spend hours writing an ad and a job description, and then people just blindly send off their CV, not even worrying about it.
So tailor it.
Tailor, yeah. You mirror what they're asking for. So if they ask for someone who's got great Excel skills and has got a passion for the marine industry, in your cover letter, in your CV, and in the interview, talk about your great Excel skills and mention that you have a genuine passion for the marine industry.
That's right. So, I mean, but what a good piece of advice. We're going to have to leave it there, but one other thing I just want to say, and you've mentioned it before on the show, is also you mentioned that social networking. It's a great tool to sell yourself, but be careful you don't end up with a Gmail account that says hot sexy pants or something.
That's exactly right.
All right, I'm going to have to cancel that account. Thank you so much, Tom. Great to have you on the show, and congratulations. Selling Yourself to Employers, the Essential Job Hunting Guide. And for more details on Tom's book, you can, of course, head to our website.